I don't really know how to formulate this video well. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to ramble about here. So I'm just going to record the video and go for it. Welcome back to another video on the channel. I just rage quit my stream because as I was praising and predicted England to win today, I predicted them to advance in penalties. 1-1 is what I said, and they were going to go through in penalties today. It ended up being 2-1, and they won. I was bombarded with hate after Ollie Watkins scored a beautiful goal, and I was bombarded with hate, rightfully so, because when Switzerland went up 1-0, I was screaming at England, calling them overrated players and to get out of the tournament. And I stand by that. I thought Switzerland overall were going to be the better football team. I'm going to stand on business. That's what I thought, and they ended up losing, and you know what? England moved on, and England are inevitable, and that's why today I decided that England was going to go through over the Netherlands. I was impressed by a lot of what I've seen from the Netherlands in this tournament, and we've got the live reaction of the England game on the channel, so if you want to watch that, you guys can see the goals. My mentions look like this right now. The reason I just turned off my stream was that the amount of stuff people were saying to me was crazy, so I just turned off my stream. But I'm recording this video because instead of me responding to these people, I actually want to give England praise today because I think they deserve it. Now, at the end of the stream, before this bombardment of English fans came in to absolutely just rip on me because they wanted to see my tears after me predicting Switzerland to beat England, understandably so with how I was yapping and what I said, right? I was defending them, England today as a whole, in front of my chat, and a lot of the people that watched my stream today, they felt like Netherlands got robbed today, that the game was rigged, that the calls were for England. And look, the one thing I said about the penalty is that I don't really know, right? I'm going to let the officiating do the officiating. I thought overall today, though, and I've been saying this, as I was getting hated on by the English fans for literally saying I'm appreciating the way they played today, I thought this was the least snooze fest of an England game today. I thought this was the best overall game that England played at this tournament. And obviously, it was their most important game. So I'm actually just going to make the video today talking about how I'm genuinely just proud of England. I thought they played so well today. I thought they somewhat figured it out. I still think there's a couple things I want to talk about as they head into that match against Spain. Now, before Euro 2024, prediction-wise, I predicted Spain to win this tournament. So I'm going to stand by that. And honestly, after picking them in this round, I picked Switzerland in the previous round. I picked England to advance against, was Slovenia? Was it Slovenia? Slovakia? I don't know who they played in the first round. I picked England to win that game. Picked England just now to advance against Netherlands. I'm going to stick with Spain. I have to. It's no hate against England. I have to. And look, I have no reason to hate England in this tournament if they come out and play like they did today. We saw a different England today than we've seen. Man, the way these guys came out today, it looked like they just had something different about them. Now, obviously, Xavi Simons scored a worldie in the first 7 minutes. You guys can see that on the reaction video. He went crazy. The goal was insane. The goal was out of this world. It's great to see, honestly, credit to him and, you know, Arda Güler and Lamine Yamal. There's so many young players in this tournament playing so well. But just overall, the way that England looked, man, Foden actually looked like he somewhat knew what was going on today. Overall, I thought the players looked like they were more up for it today. They just had a different swagger about them today. And for me as a viewer, like, I was so relieved to see that because I feel like so many videos we've seen from Mark Goldberg, so many comments from fans of England and people watch them saying how boring they are. And, like, I adopted the mentality that I thought England was going to go through today just playing the way they played. But I really felt like England today actually played a lot better of a match. There was a stretch where it was boring. You could argue like from like minute 35 to like minute 60 or 70 where it slowed down and it felt like they kind of resorted back to playing a little safe again. But I predicted 1-1 in this game, England to go on penalties. And I said, watching this game, if you see my reaction, that there's no way this game stays 1-1, which is rare to say. A lot of these English games looked like they were staying very close, 0-0, 1-1, cagey. It's kind of slow, not much happening. This game was the opposite. Netherlands definitely had a chance to get a goal, but we got to talk about something real quick with England, right? I said this on my stream today. Now, Harry Kane, obviously, with the clinical penalty, and then we seen Luke Shaw come on for Trippier, and then we seen Cole Palmer and Watkins come on in the 80th minute, replacing Foden and Kane. I thought Foden played a little bit better today. Still nothing crazy from him. Look, I know Kane tucked away that penalty. I know Kane had that clutch goal in the recent game. I'm saying this to the English fans, and I don't want any of you guys watching this to think this is out of hatred or anything. Ollie Watkins needs to play over Kane for you to beat Spain. I don't know if I can see a way other than if England plays the way they played before today against Spain and just tries to really get the game to a penalty situation. I don't look at that as the best measure for them to have success. I thought the way they played today was great. I actually enjoyed watching an England game today, and I'm conceding that, and I'm admitting that, and I'm giving them credit. I thought the way they came out today was just different. Man, Kobe Mino is such a talent. He's so freaking good. My brain doesn't even comprehend how good he is. It's unbelievable how good this guy is. What a talent. And Saka as well. So for me, just watching the game today, England's two best players, it's Saka and Kobe Mino. These two guys are running the show out there. Mark Gahey has been insane. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Trippier, look, I still think England's playing without that proper left mid. I don't know. Is it Gordon? What are they really going to do in that spot? Is it Eze because he's been playing more? What I'm going to say is this. I think Ollie Watkins has to start against Kane. Kane is really good for 3 situations, and I said this today. Really good at taking penalties, really good at dropping in and playing that long ball out on a counter to a winger, in which Foden is not this ultra-fast winger, and the way they're lining up, Jude Bellingham is not going to really burst out for ultra pace and beat fast center back. So that's limiting within itself, and Kane is a deadly finisher on either foot. But the problem is Kane, his pace, his positioning, it's not good enough to get him on that finishing angle. I just don't think Kane is worth it to play. So I don't know if Southgate is going to have the balls to do this, but I think he's got to start Ollie Watkins or Tony. And specifically after seeing the beauty of the goal that Watkins had today, oh my God. It's got to be, right? It's got to be Watkins. But the actual unlock that Watkins or Tony has given England in these end of the games and the extra times has been insane. What he offers them, it's crazy. It's crazy what he offers them compared to Kane. I think Kane has to go. 100%. I think they cannot start him next game if they want a chance against Spain. I can't believe the difference of it. I was so happy to see when Southgate subbed in Watkins and Palmer, because it looked like we were watching, again, a revitalized England. They looked fast. They looked quick. They looked attacking. I just don't feel like overall Kane and Foden have been at this tournament. But what I will say is that I thought Foden today, we almost seen from Foden today one of the goals of the tournament. Let's not forget. I tweeted out the Dumfries save on the line. Dumfries literally saved Netherlands because Foden almost scored a double touch shot that was ridiculous around the goalkeeper. So I just felt like today Foden almost had that finesse shot. I felt like Foden finally today kind of came through and we saw a little bit of Foden. Obviously, what's the coincidence? Where was all this coming from? He was on the right. He was cutting inside on the left. He was on the right, which is important that he was there today. For the full game, I saw him over there. So look, I think overall, I'm just really proud of England because I thought they really put together a good game today. I thought this overall was a really good game for them. I know, look, and this is where I'm just equally confused, where people are trashing me, but then I've got all these other people saying the game is rigged. Netherlands didn't deserve this. Bro, England 100% deserved this today. I thought they were the better team. I predicted them to go through because they were inevitable, and honestly, they just surprised me today. It wasn't even about them being inevitable. They just were better today. I thought overall they played better. I thought they had more of a purpose today. I really, really, really hope that we at least can see Watkins come on as a Luke Shaw sub. I know it's one of those with Kane having so many goals and being a certain stature of a player, but man, I feel like a lot of these international managers got to wake up and realize we got to be playing players based on form, man. It can't be ego. It can't be stature. It's got to be who's playing well, who's going to contribute, and what Ollie Watkins can offer compared to Kane. It's so much more. His finishing is great. He played crazy in the Premier League. We've seen an incredible goal today. His hold-up, his link-up play is way better than Kane's. His getting-behind movement is way better than Kane's. We gotta see that from Southgate. I don't know if it's going to be where we're going to see Southgate have the balls to start him in a freaking Euro final. We'll probably see Kane start no matter what. But can we see Southgate make that change of putting Watkins in early in the second half? Even Palmer. I think Palmer overall today, just when we see Palmer come in, we got to keep seeing Palmer play. Because Palmer, man, he's too good to be getting these limited minutes. And what Palmer and Watkins did coming in for 10 minutes today, it's just crazy to see how good these two are and overall how much more I felt like they unlock England. Kobe Mino, I'll just say this. This is a last point here. I think Saka's been incredible this tournament. I wish that Saka had more to do with this for this team rather than Southgate tell him to just cross the ball, because you can clearly see Southgate tells this guy to cut inside, cross the ball, and it's getting crossed to Phil Foden because Kane does not exist in the box. This could be a different story with how many assists Saka could have in this tournament if Tony or Watkins was available in the middle. But how many times this guy crosses the ball? I'm watching this game, and there's literally no 9 in the middle. I can't believe it. But Kobe Mino, in my opinion, I'm just going to say this. You can say Jude Bellingham, the Ballon d'Or is on. Whatever all these awards or any of these awards mean these days. Foden getting Player of the Year in the Prem. Let's be honest. Saka and Kobe have been crazy for this team. Crazy. And we could leave out other players. Specifically Kobe. What he has done in that first game to not get the start in the midfield and what he has done since coming in and taking out opportunity. Man, this guy is a baller. 19 years old. The way he's running the show in the midfield. I think we got to start talking about how special this guy Kobe Mino is. The way he has seized this opportunity and the way he goes out there and performs from a full 90, I'm not looking at ratings or any of this crap. It's the eye test. It's the eye test when we're watching England, man. These two guys are playing crazy for them. So, look, I love the way England played today. I hope they go out and don't decide that Spain is too much of a team and they're going to not go for it, because I felt like today they just went for it a little bit more than sitting back and whatever, maybe playing with the slow buildup they've been doing. I want to see this again from England in the final. I want to see Ollie Watkins getting more time. I want to see what I saw from Foden today. I thought he looked on it. I thought he looked up for it. I want to see that. I want to see less flopping from Jude and Kane. You know, if Kane starts, which I expect he still will after this, I want to see less of that from him. I want to see more of him being in the right position. I don't want to see him dropping back as much. And I want to see Ollie Watkins and Cole Palmer. I want to see those two because I think those two really have been impacting the games for England. It was a great tournament for the Netherlands. Xavi had a great goal today. Obviously, Gakpo had an amazing tournament up until today. I thought they did such a good job to contain him. And obviously, look, Netherlands, not an easy game by any means. I didn't really feel like their midfield was all that this tournament. But overall, I mean, a really tough defense to break down. So all kudos to England. This one they absolutely deserve. You know, they've surprised me even a little bit today. I've expected them to win, but I thought overall they played a really good match, and I want to see this again. I don't want to see these guys be scared in the final. I want to see them go for it. Look, I'll still be probably going with Spain. It's tough to pick against that team, especially when you picked them in the beginning of the tournament. But back-to-back Southgate finals in the Euro, I think it all but confirms that he's going to keep his job as well. Whether or not whatever was going to happen if England lost today, who cares, because that didn't happen, right? So Southgate, I think, will remain with England. And maybe he's going to figure it out. Regardless of what anyone says and everything I've said about Southgate and whatever anyone has said about him being clueless and XYZ with the most talented squad ever, he's getting them to finals, right? And at the end of the day, we just got to leave it right there. He's getting them to finals, and that's what it's going to be. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. See you guys later. Peace.